Hey folks, I'm the Mysterious JG. Welcome back to Let's Play Assassin's Creed, the game where I accidentally spoiled a small piece of the plot for myself and decided to spoil it for you too. And if you missed that, I won't repeat it now, but it'll probably come up later. So we are fast traveling to a place that we want to go to. And we are going to carry on with the story. Oh, this is like a patrolled area? Got a chance to save pirates. We don't have a full crew, so in theory that might not be a bad idea. We've never been here, but we apparently passed by close enough to know it has a viewpoint. But yeah, in fact, the next thing we really want to do is head for a single madman. That's me, ladies. I'm a single madman. But I'm a madman in the good, sexy way. Just kidding. How about we'll free some freaking pirates and get a full crew going? Coming down to Cuba. Oh, we gotta do it without being detected or we fail. I think we're about to get detected. Did I save any of them? I saved one of them. I was trying to do like a double air assassination. I saved some of them. Obviously wasn't the full thing I could have done there. This whole island is apparently held by the British and I'm not supposed to... Oh, this is the place where we went and found that dude so that we could go steal his sugars, isn't it? Pour some sugar on him. So that's cool. We actually get to follow them as they head over to our ship. They just get up and without a word, silently trudge off to their new life as crew members on our ship. Destined to eventually die when I board a ship and do a crappy job of killing guys with the deck gun before we get aboard. All aboard!
Get the mains free!
Okay, so it's gonna, from what I can see, it'll be more of a straight shot if we go this way than if we go the other way. So let's do this. If I'm going to try to cut inside this island, I need to cut a little sharper. I think I'm okay. I like the pirate music, actually. I'm thinking the overall average... Whoa! Don't do that, JG. I'm thinking the average quality of the singing is probably higher than it would be on a typical pirate ship. And they're singing about Rodan, the monster from the Godzilla series. There are some schooners I could hit up for cash. There's a brig I could hit up for metal and wappets. If I was in my off-screening mode, I would certainly attack this fleet and try to get some good stuff out of it. But now we're in plot mode, so let's try to stick to, stay on task. All dressed in white and eating flight. I don't know what I'm saying. In the John? That's tempting. It's got a lot of goodies. But nope. Not getting sucked into that. There's a treasure chest. Rodan, the monster from the Toho movies. The Toho Eyes Film Studios. Rodan, you mean the artist? No, the monster. You mean the monster? No, the artist. And as neat as the graphics are, you're generally wiser to sail by the little Sultan Leda on the left than you are to try to actually look at the main screen. Except for the sandbars. Occasionally the sandbars are not going to be that visible. And I do want to sail between these two and hit this point here. And then we can start our mission to... It's not really a spoiler. We're trying to sneak up on that galleon. So we'll figure out exactly what that's going to entail when we get over here.
More sail! All sail!
And it looks like it's going to involve getting off of the boat. Because they're... Well, I don't know. Maybe hitting this point triggers a cinema or something. Yep. Well, there you go. Board ships to steal their cargo. Use cargo to upgrade the jackdaw at the harbor masters or from your captain's cabin. You can repair your ship and you can sell rum and sugar and purchase new upgrades at sea because this game is silly.
Gentlemen,
Hey.
as is custom among our kind, we do not plunge headlong into folly on the orders of a single madman.
But only
But
married
act according
madmen.
to our own collective madness.
Arr.
The object of our attention is a square-rigged galleon, and we want her for the advantage she'll bring Nassau. So I'll put it to the vote. All those in favor of storming this cove and taking
Cove
this
is
ship,
capitalized.
stomp and shout
Yeah,
aye!
German subscriber. Well, I don't know that
Those who
subscriber,
oppose,
but
whimper nay.
like a bunch of sissy bitches. Pointed out that in fact they're following like German grammatical rules.
Never was the King's Council
Took a
so
little bit of high
unified.
school German, and I do recall that yes, nouns are capitalized. They don't follow the rules that English does. English you capitalize proper nouns, but not all nouns. Like German, you capitalize all nouns, so that's crazy. So I have to reach the jungle's exit. Now this is what bothers me though. It's like, all right, crew, we must all agree. Are we undertaking this crazy suicide mission? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go do stuff. You guys are, however, just gonna hang out on the boat. So yeah, they are in no danger. Now this island will be someplace we can chillax at in the future, which is why, as tempting as it is to pick up all the treasure chests and cool shit along the way, we don't really need to do that. Because we can come back here later when we're not in the middle of a big story mission. Which is, in fact, what I meant to do. See, it looks like we should be able to... Okay, we can't. Alright. But it doesn't do us much good. And without our special... We have Assassin's Vision, but we no longer have Assassin's Creed 1's Ruby Vision, where you can see where you get to jump. Yeah, it's Bobo who actually pointed out. I totally forgot. I've been trying to come up with... I was telling him... He's not watching this LP, at least he's not as of the time I record this. And I was telling him about Assassin's Vision, but I keep calling it Panty Vision after Girl in Gold Boots, or Puppet Vision after the movies that I used to watch back in Afghanistan with the dude. And Bobo was like, what about Ruby Vision? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot all about Ruby Vision. It totally is Ruby Vision, isn't it? But in fact, Ruby Vision is more like what we had in the original Assassin's Creed game, and I don't know whether you get it in 2 and 3 and Brotherhood and whatever, the Revelations and all that stuff. But yeah, because in Wet, okay, I didn't actually set out to get this, but it's not like I'm gonna send it back. But in Wet, of course, you actually you use Ruby Vision to see what kind of, what sections of the ceiling am I allowed to parkour on. Oh, this is a cinema, folks. I'm not controlling this, yeah. And that's why. It's like I suddenly jumped and he started running around in the zone. I'm like, oops, something's going on here. So either there's going to be a treasure chest right here, or I've got some crap I'm going to have to come back looking for later if I feel like getting it. Maybe it's up at the very, very tippy top of the cliff. That looks like a hanging out piece. Never mind. Oh, okay. No, it is. I can get here. Yeah, I don't think I found this in my off-screen to this mission. As I've mentioned repeatedly, this is, I believe, the last mission that I off-screened. My way all the way through. So I'll be on even terms with you guys as far as knowing what's to come, unless you're somebody who's already familiar with this game, in which case, yeah, thanks for watching my LP despite the fact that you already know what's going to happen. I just suddenly had this paranoia attack. Did I actually start recording? Yes, I did. I don't know, it's a weird thing about LPing, especially with the setup I have now. Like, I switch inputs on my TV. So when I'm actually in the game, I can't really see any of my recording software stuff. Every so often, you just get these paranoia attacks, like, did I actually start the video? Am I just, like, talking to myself and not to the billions and billions of YouTube citizens anxious to hear me talk? Heaven forfend. See, this looks like a synchronization point or something, but in fact, it's not. This may be the way that you're supposed to get that Aspergo jump into the water from a height of over a bajillion feet. That may be the case. Either now, I'm not going to climb all the way back up here just in the hopes that maybe it is. Oh, suddenly there are guards. Suddenly there was no monster. There was no something, no thing. No, I can't remember how it went. No thing called Douglas to be followed. There was nothing in the tunnels but the puzzled men of courage who found themselves alone, in shadows and darkness. Come on, buddy. Time to die. They really gotta get right on top of it before this works. I suppose it's fair enough. If you could divert them around from too far away, it would make... I mean, you could have a lot of fun with it as a game mechanic, but it would make things painful. Did you hit something? Can you see? If you're so curious, why don't you have a look? It's in a book, reading a rainbow. I can do anything. I was trying to hop up on that tree and grab him, but it didn't so much work out.
That guy I was just talking to. I wonder where he went.
Hey you, We continue along on our merry way. More stocking zones provided for our convenience. It's an awfully long way to go. Ah, damn it.
Alto!
Just leave me, buddy. I figured I could climb up there and sneak up on him, but...
¿A dónde crees que vas? Vuelve aquí, sabandija.
Shouldn't have slowly crept up on the bushes. I mean, it doesn't sound like such a crazy thing to do, but in this game, yeah, don't slowly creep up on bushes. Don't do it. There's an ocelot or something over there. I don't feel like whistling at you. Too ugly. Only whistle at hot guards. Alright, so whoever that guy is, he's around a corner because I can't see him yet. Getting painfully close. My assassin vision gets the best of me. The best of me. Yeah. By the time I get to the galleon, I'll have killed its entire crew. Not a complaint, mind you. I can find them 1 or 2 guys at a time. Makes taking over the galleon easy. I don't mind that one bit. Oh, the treasure chest's over here somewhere. Now, if the treasure chests just throw themselves at me, I'm not going to force myself to come back for them later, when I could grab them now. And in fact, it's not a certainty that I'll come back for any of them later, but should I come across a sea shanty, oh, you better believe I'm going to grab that bad boy. Okay, so we've hit a continuation point as opposed to the actual end of the mission. So let's see if we can't find a good view of the action. Find a good view of the canopy. It's not really the same thing, though, is it? Action canopy! That's canopy, isn't it? I mean, this is like jungle, sort of. Jungles have canopies. There you'll see the actual boat off there in the distance, which kind of disappears in Assassin Vision. Actually, it's kind of weird. It's actually easier to see when you're not using Assassin Vision. So, weapon selector. Why are you telling me about that now? I must have some guys they want me to kill with either a gun, or they assume I'm not using the Assassin's Blade, which I'm not, and they want me to use that. I would imagine they figure you're defaulting to swords. It is a game about pirates. Here's a fragment. You know how much I care about those. Kind of cared about them for 2 or 3 videos at the very beginning. I got over it. Seems like we got a ways to go to get to the ship. Just fudge. Okay. Can I get to the sneaking zone without them seeing me? And are there enough of them that they're not going to start noticing when that guy drunk? That guy's drunk. You even see the bottle. Are they going to have a dialogue about how it's not appropriate for him to be drunk? No. He is sufficiently drunk not to notice me killing his buddy. Which is pretty drunk. I'm not even rushing. Taking my sweet time. Didn't mean to take up all your sweet time. No, he is gonna check that guy. And then he dies. And then I finally, in all this, get spotted. Okay, so I got spotted once. Fair enough. Now I'm trying to loot him instead of whistling, because I lost somebody's body and all that. Horsaki, here it is. Unless you use pistols, which I generally don't, looting the bodies really just makes the reals just trickle in. But the main thing, I think, is that it keeps you topped off on ammunition. And smoke bombs, which I also never use. The game mechanics are there for me to explore and enjoy. I'm just... what can I tell you? Pistols, I could be using, it would be fair. I feel like they would probably end up leaving me to get detected because they make so much noise. Smoke bombs I'm pretty much not using because I just never bothered to figure out much about them, and I just think it's really silly. You're already a pirate going around dressed in hoods and robes and using frickin' ninja moves. Throwing frickin' ninja smoke bombs too, and it's just like, come on. Come on, buddy. Being said... Headshot on this guy wouldn't be the worst thing that could happen. That guy's just gonna lose interest in his dead comrades. Better hurry up and catch him or I'll have to go a lot farther to kill him. Yeah, okay, so that wasn't perfectly done. But actually it was an impatience thing. Like if I waited and did it stealthy, it was gonna take longer. I say that like that forgives it. I mean, certainly a big part of the Metal Gear series, one of my favorite games, game series, is the fact that sometimes the stealthy option does require a lot of patience. It really works against you if you just want to like super fast Rambo through stuff. That wasn't one. But if I can get him over close enough to hear me whistling, it can work out for me anyway. Depending on how patient I want to be with it. I'm actually being more patient now than when I off-screened this. When I off-screened this, I started like really jumping in and getting into combat. Not really here so much, but the next section of guards, where I'm thinking now I'll try to like take my time and do it right. There I was just like, fuck it. Charge. Charge! Now this is... trying to figure out how to get up that tree. I mean, there must be a way. How the hell did he get up there otherwise? Game usually has pretty good logic about that. Some games don't. Wet, for example, there's no indication that the guards are capable of moving to some of the locations where you find guards. Then again, Wet has other things about it that make me love it dearly. Alright, so Animus Fragment. Grab that while I'm up here. And that's... I'm surprised this guard didn't pick up the Animus Fragment while it was on his way up here. So down I go. And as I turn each jungle corner path thingy, I come closer and closer to finding the area immediately outside the galleon, which is just fucking full of guards. I don't envision myself doing a full clear of it. I might, you know, it would be fun, I think, to try. Yeah, and then we're pretty much there. It's so many freaking guards here. You would certainly have to use pistols and draw some of them out. Stay out of combat, air assassinate Dukas. It's certainly possible. I think this, as long as I don't get detected, it counts as staying out of combat. There's no reason for me to just waste bullets like a madman. Although it's not that hard to get them back. Why did I think I could sneak into this sneaking zone while he was looking for me? Alright, so I have to win the escape combat bonus, which I'm now kind of curious if I can do. I would have to evade his detection. I don't want to exchange blows with him while I'm spotted. But I think it's still possible. 5 enemies with a headshot. I think I'm still okay, although if I failed it already at this point, I don't know that I would be able to tell. There's a little hiding spot there. Definitely need to loot these bodies, because now I'm all out of bullets. There, I got 1 for that. I've used about 3. Not out of bullets, I got 18 bullets, but I don't think that guy comes all the way over here, so I'm probably okay. If I kind of creep forward, I should be fine. Did I get any bullets from him? No. Fair enough, he didn't have a gun. Okay, now I'm full up on bullets again. I managed to kill him in such a way that I ended up in a sneaking spot, so that was cool. Guard must be at another level. Princess is in another castle. Damn it, shouldn't have tried to loot him. Leave me alone, I'm just assassinating you guys slowly but surely.
¡Hay alguien en los arbustos! ¡Puedo abatirlo de un tiro! Podría darle entre las cejas. ¿Intentas dejarlo sacar su mano?
Damn it. I got here and I accidentally got stuck on the wall.
¡Eso ni lo sueñes, canalla! ¡Lo tengo a tiro! Puede estar jugando conmigo.
Damn it. Can't, like, go attack him from the front in a sneaking zone he's searching. That doesn't really work.
¡Sal del arbusto! Enemigo a tiro, señor.
Gotta buy at least a little time.
Más rápido, perdemos terreno.
Okay, that won't. Damn, the other guy saw me.
¡Sal de ese arbusto! Listo para disparar.
That wouldn't have worked anyway.
Podría darle entre las cejas. Lo tengo a tiro.
So this whole avoiding combat thing may not have happened. He turned red there at the last second, so I think I was detected. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get the credit for this. The air assassination thing on the final target is still doable. Although if I remember where he is, I'm not sure how I'm going to get it. I'm sure it's possible. And I don't get anything for killing all the guards. So there's no special reward for that. Now, the more guards I kill, of course, the easier it'll be to actually close in on the final target that I'm getting. You know, I actually succeed the mission for killing Dukas, or Dukas, or whatever his name actually is. I have to kill Gul Dukat, which is going to be difficult because he now has the power of the power wraiths. But if I kill him, we basically win the galleon and the mission. But at this point, we've gone long enough that I guess we can finish this up next time. I am the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you'll join me next time as we continue to slowly, painfully, but surely take out all the Spanish guards and take over Great Inagua. R.